We've been married for 53 years, coming up on 54.
We still love each other.
She was a nursing school and I was a medical student at Rochester, where I went after I got out of the Navy. She was sitting across from me and she looked across and thought, that guy looks like he needs a wife. And she was so right, too. Anyway, we had 5 dates, and the next 5 days whereupon I proposed, which surprised her because she thought I was going to do it on the 4th day.
Yeah, I did.
After about 30 years of marriage, we had this terrible argument. I had no idea what it was about, but we were toe to toe, and we were, if we could have stabbed each other, we would have. And then I suddenly realized that she was right and I was wrong, and so I couldn't think what to do, so I held out my arms and she flung herself into them. 2 hours later, when we left the bedroom, we'd completely forgotten what the argument was about.
I remember.
She had very good health until about the age of 50, I think, when she woke up colorblind in one eye one morning, and I was aware that that often meant multiple sclerosis. The bright spots of areas of multiple sclerosis looked like the skyline of New York at midnight. We began doing foreign trips and had a wonderful time doing them. As they took us up the Amazon and we stayed with the Yagua tribesmen. The guide took Jan fishing for piranhas in about 25 feet from where the rest of our group was swimming in the Amazon. Also, we went to Europe and we sailed on a barge in the Dutch canals, and we rented bicycles. We went on a tour, actually, with bicycle tour, and rode from Germany down to Vienna in Austria. What do you think, dear girl? Why do you think we stayed married so long?
Because we didn't argue a lot. Also, because I thought we had a lot of interest in common.
And I think it's respect. We had great respect for each other. After she got multiple sclerosis, she developed a little bit of a temper, but that was because of the MS. You have a problem with mood and so on. So I determined that I'd never argue with her again, and I didn't.
No, he didn't. He knew I wouldn't win.
Right.
My name is Alex. This is my wife.
I'm Jess. Well, we were going into senior year, and I did not want to be in a relationship at all. I had plans of doing, going over to East Asia right after college to do like missions over there, so I just wasn't really looking for a relationship.
And I was. So I asked her out on a date. I'd asked her out our junior year and she said no. And so I think in my mind it was a low percentage that she would say yes, but she did. Loved her personality, loved how beautiful she was, and how fun and like lively.
Like barely ever just went and watched a movie or things like that that was just sitting in front of a TV or something. We normally went on dates so we could talk a lot and get to know each other better. I think that was something that was a little unique. And even the ways he pursued me, I think that's something that was a little atypical. He really like pursued me and went after me. Like I wasn't the one that like went after him. And even once I said I'd be his girlfriend, he just continually like kind of just pursued me and showed me that I was really valuable to him and he wanted to be with me. Even when I was just up and down so much in the relationship, he just consistently showed me grace and was never conditional on how I was acting. It was our first date and we went to the reptile feeding. So we watched snakes eat. rats or something. It was quite romantic.
That's definitely how you win a woman over there.
Well, one time he planned a tea date for me, and it was all around the letter T. He had written me this email about tea, and I wore teal because I knew it was a tea date, and he pulled up around the corner on a tandem bike, and we rode a tandem bike on the quad, and then we went out for tea.
We really liked each other. I would even say loved each other at the time, and but like wanted to make sure that it's like our future and goals and things like that fit. I mean, we like to say that we fell in love in Orlando of our senior year.
When we were in Orlando on spring break is when I told him, like, you're the man I could follow, a man like you, or I could follow you for the rest of my life. Like, I see it in you.
Did.
And I did. I'd say the purpose of marriage is to be a picture and like an illustration of Jesus and his relationship with his people on earth, and just the relationship of that, and how the groom is kind of told to give his life for the bride, and that did happen with Jesus. And so just kind of that eternal relationship, it's a picture of it on earth.
Right, just like the sweetness of what even the bigger picture of marriage meant.
So to forgive is something I think I've learned. Like when it doesn't seem like they deserve it in any way. And we've not even had anything big happen. It's just, the little things that are still hard to forgive, but we really want to. That's something we talk about a lot, is like really living a life of forgiveness towards each other, and like not holding grudges, not bringing things along months down the road. And like there's freedom in the relationship. Like there's this freedom between the person that has committed to love me for the rest of my life. It's like, that's freedom. I don't really think freedom is this, I can date 20 people and it's like get hurt someone, get hurt someone. Like, I just don't even think that's freedom. But I think society's created that idea that that's freedom, and this is like bound, like torture or something, But I just experienced like so much freedom to be myself in this relationship and know that he'll never ever leave me, like ever.